This is Mike Wilson, aka Mexican Ironman, a proud member of Latino Slant.
Hi there, this is Lorena Creole.
Hello, everybody.
Well, I'd like to thank Paulie from Latino Slant for inviting me to do a guest review of this album that's come out by the Consequentialists. And a great title for an album, and it made me do a little research. I mean, I actually listened to the music for a day or two, and then I thought, what the heck is this word mean? Consequentialism is based on two principles. Here's a little research for you. It'll help you better appreciate the album. Number one is it deals with whether an act is right or wrong and depends only on the results of that act. And number two, the more good consequences that an act produces, the better or more right that act is. But I think it's a great title for the band. I think it's a great title for the album, and it really makes you think. The first track that I'm going to throw at you, and I'm going to give you a quick little snippet of it, is called Puzzle.
So this album or compilation has 5 different songs in it. So the first one is one called Puzzle.
There are 4 original tracks on the album, and they're fantastic. Puzzle is probably my favorite one.
Basically, the song comes right out at you and says, hey, you basically put together that puzzle, put together the pieces of your life. You know, it makes some observations about the kings and queens and, you know, in our world. And hey, listen, you know, the past is behind us, and, you know, you basically just got to, focus on where you're at and take it to wherever you're going to go.
Now, this one grabbed me immediately because the musical style is very catchy and reminds me of a group called the Propeller Heads that did a collaboration with Dame Shirley Bassey. So I thought that was very, very pop, very catchy, very 60s, it seemed to me, and loved it immediately. So that's my favorite of the whole album.
It's funky. It's got a really fun energy to it.
Put together that puzzle, all right. Make it fit, make it tight.
Can't Change the Past is another track on the album. I'm not going to spoil the lyrics for you because I want you guys to really jump into it and enjoy it for yourself.
The second one was Can't Change the Past, and I really wasn't digging this when I first heard it.
Good. Can't Change the Past is it's slower, more melancholy, really pretty.
There's a lot of pieces like that in our lives, right? Losing weight never happens. You know, getting shaved never happens. You know, save for retirement doesn't happen. But hey, it's a great jam, and it's going to be totally different than some of the other tracks. But the lyrics are fantastic. I encourage you to enjoy it.
So I had to listen to the song again, listen for that chorus, and then my ear finally tuned into a bass line that was very, very P-funk, Bootsy Collins type of bass line, you know, like Bootsy Collins from Parliament. So I could dig that.
It's one cover song of this album.
Listen in.
And guess what? It's oldie but goodie, Landslide, released by Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, back in 1974, I think, or 1972, something like that. And, you know, it's an interesting cover song because there's a few other groups that have done it over the years. I think the Smashing Pumpkins did a version. I think it was back in the 90s. I remember the Dixie Chicks did a version too that did really well.
Landslide was definitely not my favorite, and that particular musical style, which I think is ska, isn't something that I like. So I didn't enjoy this one as much as the others, and that was definitely my least favorite. It's not bad music at all. It's just not my preferred preference.
Their selection to do this as a cover song fits right within the philosophy of their other songs. And again, be self-reflective and move on with your life, all right?
But the energy behind the whole album is pretty consistent.
So we do a lot on this channel. If you're hanging out with us for the first time, welcome. If you've been part of the channel for a while, what are some of your favorite videos? So I'd love to know. Also, too, please share the link. let
All right, the next
people
track
know
we're going to
you're
listen
here.
to
Oh,
is
yeah.
definitely my second favorite. Might even be tied for my first. Ran Your Mouth. And
Ran Your Mouth. That was a fun track to listen to because basically I love songs that call out fake people.
it's the most amazing song because the lyrics basically fly in the face of everything that's going on in the world today. You know, in a world where things like Twitter and, we can, social media has us being very aggressive online instead of good neighborly, like in the good old days. This song talks about, hey, you can go out there, shout whatever you want, do whatever you want, but you're really nothing. And, you're going to go back to that little cell phone that you talk to and that's, you plug into and, hey, people might find you and depending on what you say, it makes you think, consequentialism, right?
And
Nice.
how
Nice
fake people
Mexican
that
Iron
suffer
Man.
from diarrhea of the mouth are likely to end up. So it's very upbeat, nice guitar riffs, and the kind of rock style that I prefer to listen to on those rare occasions that I do like to listen to rock music.
There's one more track on the album called "A Life Forsaken." I'm not going to review that one tonight. I'm going to leave one of the 5 tracks on the board for you guys to go and enjoy and check out yourself. It's also a great song.
The third one that I listened to was "A Life Forsaken," and this one reminds me of chill music that I like to put on. Chill music for me is white noise. I like to listen to music where subconsciously I'm listening to kind of put me in the mode to focus. And "A Life Forsaken" is definitely one of those types of songs. It's definitely my second favorite of the album. Love it.
I had fun with it. It made me feel good.
I got to tell you, I've been listening to this music now at least, I don't know, I've heard these songs at least maybe a half dozen times each. And none of them get old. None of them get old. You can be in the car, you can be at home, you can be doing some work on the computer and whatnot, and they're all enjoyable.
And these days I feel like all the good music is coming from independent creators.
So overall, I would say that this is a nice compilation of songs for those who are fans of rock style music, with enough diversity for those who are musically adventurous and looking for something to entertain them.
And the great thing about this album is that there's a huge amount of musical diversity. The lyrics are great. They're deep. They're reflective. The instrumentation, the sound mixing is outstanding.
I think
quality.
this video came out about
the
a month
vocals,
ago.
Unbelievable.
We do
Amazing
a lot
vocals.
of
Because
music and
original
film
creators are
reviews here on
creating
the channel.
fantastic content
FYI.
like this.
If I had to choose 3 tracks out of this whole album, definitely Puzzle, definitely A Life Forsaken, and Can't Change the Past.
I think you guys are going to love this album. I love this album. I think it's great. And I've been listening to it for 2 days. And I'm going to tell you, the more I listen to the tracks, the more I discover in each song. So I hope you guys discover what I did.
This compilation is definitely worth a listen to over on Spotify. So go check it out for yourself.
And I highly recommend everyone check it out.
What do I rate it out of 5 stars? Well, I'm going to say for the 5 tracks I got, 5 out of 5. But I'm going to give it overall 4.5 out of 5 because I wanted more tracks. Hopefully there's 2 or 3 or 4 more tracks that they can offer because I left the album thirsty. I was hoping there were 2, 3, or 4 more. So 4.5 out of 5 for content because there's only 5 tracks, but 5 out of 5 on the tracks that they are.
For those of you who are musically adventurous,
All right, listen.
don't pass it up. Don't pass it up. Take a listen to it. You never know. You might find a song in there that you may actually like that you never thought that you would like.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that Polly asked me to review this album. So the album, by the name of the band, Consequentialist, and hope you guys enjoy it. This is Mike the Wilson, aka Mexican Ironman,
Mexican
a
Ironman.
proud member of Latino Slant.
Okay, well, I'm Lorena Creel, and that is
Thank
my
you,
review.
Lorena.
And thank you so much, Paulie, for allowing me
Kai.
to chime in.
Telling you all to enjoy the music. We've only got one life, and in a world where we got these quarantines going on and all this, feel the music, feel the vibe, and this is great music that'll improve your
Amen.
life as well. Good night.
Good night. Let's get going. Let's start this pup.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant. The slant. All right, Paul, let's go.
Okay, I don't know if you can see me or not. I cannot see myself because everything is frozen. And if everything is frozen, I cannot operate our little show. And I realize there's people watching. Bear with me. I think it's slowly coming back on. And this is just what I get for I tried that new video ad, and boy, it just really clogged it up. Anyways, I hope everyone is well. Yes, great. I'm glad everyone is here, and let's play some music, play the intro, and then I'll be right back.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant. The slant. All right, Paul, let's go.
All right, ¿qué pasó? It's Paulie here on the Latino Slant Friday night edition, streaming SLANTINOs, and this is a new thing that we're doing as far as talking, communicating, hanging out with you guys who have either have been subscribers or newly subscribed. I just want to thank you. It's been a nice wild ride this past week. And I know we have a lot of new faces to the channel. So please sound off in the chat if you are like brand spanking new. Like, how did you get here? Was it through Mexican Ironman? Was it through Captain Trek? Or was it through Tom and Midnight's Edge? Whatever it is, we're happy you're here. We're hanging out for the next hour. So do me a favor, grab the link and share it. Let people know that we're here. You guys are going to be heard. I actually have a couple of SLANTINOs supporters here of the Latino Slant waiting their turn to come on in and hang out for a little while. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat. And then for the next few minutes, I'm going to begin commenting on your comments in regards to the recent fiasco that's going on, and it looks like there's some good news that's come out of it. And then I'm going to start bringing people in because, you know, that's why we're doing this. And that's what our newly christened, supporters are called. We don't have fans here. We don't have any of that here. We have familia. We have supporters. We have you guys, SLANTINOs. And that is exactly what you guys are at. So, yeah, let me know how you found this. And that is great. So let's start at the beginning, guys. Who got here first? I think it was Trek. And then Andrea Seabrook. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Dude, you're supposed to be You're supposed to be the co-host tonight. Where are you, Mexican Iron Man? And saludos, Eric Sullivan. Slantinos, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come not to praise Caesar. I come to bury him. Ha ha ha. Get it? Cesar, I'm a joker. Is it Caesar or Cesar? Cesar Chavez or Julius Caesar? Anyways, you guys are going to see a little bit more of Eric O'Sullivan here in a little while. And so you guys also, too, that 70s rock fan. Hola. He's here. He's hanging out. You're going to see him. We're going to chat. All right, what else? Who else? 70s rock fan. I saw a couple new people here. Wookiee Supremacy. He's coming on back. Hello, Mrs. Martin Muses. And why are you confused, Andrea? We're having fun. That's what we're going to be doing here. We're having fun. Robert apparently is confused too. All right. Well, let's all be confused together and in our fellowship of confusion, it shall be fun. How about that? You guys like that? Okay, and the great clobbering times is our trusty wrench and one of our first OG compadres of the Latino slant. All right, got some new faces here. Electron Star Collapse. Hello, everyone. Hola. All right. Oh, Theme Park Casual. Purple Valkyrie. I saw you on Misha. Oh, right. Cool, man. Yeah, it's been great being on Tom's stream. Like, he's been inviting me like almost it almost feels like every day. And I've been meeting a lot of cool new people, and we've been talking. I mean, I got to talk to Az on a stream. That was just killer. So Electron Star Collapse, I'm so glad you're here. You like it? The Streamin SLANTINOs, well, you are one, Theme Park. You are one. And we're happy you guys are here. I think okay, so a lot of people talking to each other, which is fine. And Slantinos, we're down with it. Am I backstage? Hello. I don't see you, my man. I don't see you. There's there's a sign. It says no Mexicans, no Wookiees. No, we love Wookiees. I don't know about the Mexicans. Wait. Let me send you the invite one more time, and we'll get it to you there, Mexican Iron Man. Okay, so yes, there was a lot going on this week, and what I had did was I had put up I put up a tweet, and I just I was just curious as to what's the end game here, what's the big picture or the small picture, if there is one. And my question here was, so if you choose cancel #cancel Disney Plus, does that mean all other properties on their channel stop the Wanda reviews and all future Marvel? And as you can see here, I got 10 retweets. I got 72 likes. And I don't know why it doesn't say comments, but I got a bunch of comments. So I'd like to share them with you guys. And in the chat, I'd love for you to send me the correct link. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on, my brother. I mean, Eric O'Sullivan, that 70s Rock, they're all here waiting. They made it. Jeez. Okay, Mexican Iron Man is having technical difficulties. Let's try this one more time. And we'll see if we can make this happen. And then we're going to start reading these tweets. Oh, there he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, where you been, Esse?
What the hell, dude? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, you can be heard.
Dude, you sent me. I was at the Latinx Transgender International Festival.
You were supposed to cover
Iron Man there.
You were supposed to cover it for the Latino slant and come back with a report.
With a clipboard, and I had these pronoun cards. I didn't even know what I'm doing there. What's the matter? This is supposed to be the Slantino safe space. Hey, because you said you're going to be streaming Slantinos, That sounded
Yes.
kind of cool to me. So guess what?
Tell me.
Guess what? Well, although Loki does not allow the sale of male banana thongs, I brought a whole box for you, Polly. I thought you could do them as a giveaway. What do you think?
Let's have a meeting with
Wait,
let's have a meeting afterwards.
Is my vision not being supported here at the channel? What?
Everyone's vision here is welcomed. We do like to discuss before moving forward on items.
Eric O'Sullivan will support my initiative. Hail, Eric O'Sullivan. What's up, brother?
Okay, let's jump into these Twitter comments, bro.
Okay, I have a little confession though. We're gonna need you may need to start the pop-ins a little sooner because at 6:40 I gotta disappear somewhere for about 30 minutes at 6:45. It's that thing I told you about earlier.
Okay, all right.
By the way, I want to commend Paulie, everybody. You know how Paulie's the greatest new host with the greatest new channel with the greatest new show on the internet because Paulie goes live at the same time as Doomcock.
Oh my God! Listen. Let's get to some of these chats.
All right, let's read some good comments.
Yes, these comments. So again, Mexican Iron Man. The initial tweet was, so if you cancel hashtag cancel Disney Plus, does that mean all other properties on their channel? Stop the Wanda reviews and all future Marvel?
Well,
hold your thought there. Hold your thought. I want to get to some of these people, right? So Shadow Man says, for me, that's what it means. F Disney in every hole. Ay, Dios mío. Culture Casino, who we love very much on this channel. Yep, I think I can cover their stuff without consuming their stuff. That's a good one.
God, I love the way he uses words. I love
yeah, really good. Eagle Riding Rose says, I cut Disney from my life years ago and I don't regret it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Pablo Geek Tropology says, yep, they don't deserve water in a pool. Nice. Let's read two more and then we'll get your thoughts, Mexican Iron Man.
Yes, sir.
Friendly Cactus says, if you truly want to cancel Disney, you gotta 1, stop buying any product services that includes theme parks, clothes, accessories. 2, block them and all their affiliates on social media. 3, never watch any of their social media outlets. 4, don't even talk about them online. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. And the Great Comics Division says, Disney has lost me as a customer. I will no longer consume entertainment or buy a product with the Disney logo on it.
Whoa.
Wow. Let's get your thoughts in the chat. And then as you're doing that, please, Mexican Iron Man, tell us how you feel.
Well, I've been able to calm down a little bit, thankful in large measure to a few streams that let me rant on their streams.
Okay.
I can show you what I heard the news a bit late because I've been working around the clock doing taxes, and I don't always have live stuff around me. I got to hear it later, sometimes a break. So I have something to share and show you. Here, you see it right there, the little share screen right there.
Yeah, I do see it. Let's
bring that up.
There you go.
This is you can see it here, 1:02 a.m., ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow,
Mr. Mexican Iron Man.
Wow.
Goes to his phone. I didn't even go to my PC. I was so triggered and upset. At 1:02 a.m. And there I am. I discontinued it, and you can tell because it says select an option to resubscribe. I confirm my cancellation. There is my receipt.
There it is. It's official.
And let me just tell you this.
Yes, go ahead.
There's a variety of angles why I'm annoyed. I never saw the Clone Wars.
Oh, I like the Clone Wars.
No, I'm sure you would, but I never saw the Clone Wars.
I'm sorry. Is that a put down?
A couple people talk to me and I say, "Oh my God, I see the Clone Wars." All right, fine, I'll see the Clone Wars. I just started. Do you know how many episodes I plowed through in the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks? Guess what? What? I finally got to season 6, episode 4.
Wow.
I didn't even get to season. Yeah, dude, I've been chowing them down like 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time, and I loved them. Okay, I like them. Okay, and I'm a lightsaber guy. There's lots of lightsabers in that thing. All right.
Yeah, you are a lightsaber
I was
man.
like vested in.
You are a lightsaber man. You are a lightsaber man.
And so I'm like looking at this. I'm like, well, shit. Option A: watch all of the rest of these shows before canceling. No, because I got a shitload of work that I'm 2.5 months behind on because I was down in the hospital. That's not good. Option 2, just cut it off and walk away and try not to be emotional about it. I'm Mexican. You know how hard that's going to be, Paulie.
Yes, so I've heard.
Yeah. Hashtag not the calmest tortilla in the package. Hashtag.
Well, let's go to the Slantinos in the chat.
Welcome, Slantino. You don't have to be Latino
that's,
to be a Slantino.
That 70s rock fan says, I'm with Culture Casino. It's the Robert Anderson. I'll watch whatever I want. I will just not pay for Disney Plus. Take that to mean what you will. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Oh my goodness. We have royalty. Purple Valkyrie's here. Yes.
That's Mexican Iron Man's official Purple Valkyrie purr of love.
Purple says, can't cancel Disney Plus if you never had it to begin with. Oh, all right. And then the Great Clobbering Times, never been a subscriber either. There you go. Well, there's some more. But I think you're getting the good feeling of what the community is get a good sense of what the community is telling us.
You got some famous people here backstage.
I do.
I'm gonna take a tequila bottle and hang out in the green room with these guys. Hey, what's up? Oh, they can't see me coming.
No. I think they. I don't know. I don't know what they can do. But why don't we bring one in? Why don't we bring a Slantino in? What do you say?
I like it. Don't have to be a Latino to be a Slantino.
That is correct.
You know who is definitely like an OG Slantino is Tom. We got to rename Tom from Minutes Age. Tomas from
Minutes Age. Yes.
His Hispanic entertainment knowledge, just like I want to turn in my Mexican card and reapply or something, dude. And Tom from Midnight Edge was slicing and dicing.
Well, let's bring on a Slantino. He was here the other night with us, Eric O'Sullivan. What's
O'Sullivan.
Up? Good evening. How are you?
Oh, trying to remain calm before I have to go. I got a command appearance. I got to go over to Xanadu for a little bit in a bit.
Hello there, fellow Dumentite Legionnaire. I am Dumentite Legionnaire number 0430.
No.
Yes, I have a card in my wallet.
Oh, that's one of the early numbers.
This guy's an OG.
I am a Doomcock Legionnaire.
Yeah, me too, brother.
He sent me a kit.
Yeah.
And a card. Yeah, it's really cool. I am the anti-pope and guru of Xanadu.
Nice.
Wonderful thing.
We're gonna need to get you a Slantino green card.
Ooh,
and, it allows non-Latinos into the Slantino nation. You don't need any more papeles except for the Slantino green card.
Don't leave home without it.
Orale. How was your day, man?
Orale. Oh, I'm busy, man. I'm a chef and I've been cooking all day. I'm a union tradesman, so I'm a blue collar union guy. And
keep going.
Oh yeah, it was a full day, and we just got called back from furlough, which is a very nice thing. So it's I work at a major university, so it's very interesting about the all the COVID stuff, but it's good because everything is on the level and super clean. I've never seen it so clean. It's great as a chef. I'm so happy actually with like how clean it is.
So, how did you first find us out? How did you first discover the Latino slant?
I think it was through Midnight's Edge. Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of Midnight's Edge, and and I think it was maybe Neurotics live chat. It was just maybe it was a nooner, and just like I know you from the chat.
Hey, Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest is here. What's up, Jesse? ¿Qué pasó, man? Jesse's one cool dude. Speaking of, he's a regular on Midnight's Edge. You were on with us the other day, and we really appreciate it, and really appreciate you being back here again. Have you had a
Just
chance to check out any of our content in the last couple weeks or at all? And if you haven't, don't worry about it.
I took a peek. I was I watched X-Files in its initial release. It was, yeah, I mean, just like that finale, or the first finale. I never saw the second series. I didn't see the second movie either. I remember the whole hubbub of the movie coming out, and it kind of showed this like weird kind of failure of connectivity in your continuity, like having a major feature release in between two seasons. I mean, it just.
Well, they did try to connect. I mean, it technically was an in-between story
of yeah. I mean,
was it end of season 4 or into season 5? So on the channel, guys, every Thursday night we do an X-Files watch party. So we don't just do solely Latino issue focused things, but also the X-Files, and then we're also going to be opening up and going to be watching Deadwood once a week. So yeah.
Me gusta mucho, mi amigo. Ay,
holy crap, his Spanish is better than mine. Did you get Rosetta Stone?
A porque no te galles?
Oh, yeah, I just got Rosetta because I'm moving to South Carolina. I got Rosetta Stone Southern Edition.
Awesome. Become a chef, and you'll need to learn a bit of Spanish to get ahead in life. It's awesome. It's very universal too. I mean. Yeah, I live in a city. I live in Boston, and it's a huge, very diverse city. And there's nothing like seeing a little old Spanish lady, struggling with the subway meter, and you're like, "Hey, ayúdate," and she's like, "I see," and just like
which city
moments like that. I live in Boston.
Okay, go Red Sox.
Thank you.
No,
the Dodgers.
No, Red Sox.
Fun.
You're an Oakland A's fan. What's wrong with you, Mexican Ironman?
I am an Oakland A's fan, but I grew up as an Oakland A's fan, but I lived in Boston for like 9-11 years earlier in my career.
That's nice. Whereabouts?
Yeah, in Newton.
Very good. Yeah, if you can get there by the T, it exists. I actually have a Boston accent. I have a thick Boston accent. It comes out when I'm drunk. Or when I'm in a taxi cab, so I don't get.
I want to hear you do a drunk Boston accent in Spanish.
Oh my god!
That's going to be the test for him to get his green card at Santino's.
I don't know.
I'll be back as fast as I can, boys.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Thank goodness, the gods have spared me from the wrath of Mexican Ironman and my inability to have a Spanish Boston accent.
It's all good, Eric. It's all good.
Awesome.
Well, we thank you for being here, man. Hopefully you can hang out in the chat. Indeed. I want to get some other Slantinos in here. Anything else you'd like to say before bowing out?
No. I just want to thank you for once again for inviting me on. I'm very honored, and hope to I like these conversations. I really dug yesterday's conversation, and not just the conversation itself, but your contribution to it. You want to step in, and you had this really dialectic kind of influence on conversation. You just what I mean, a very critical thinking, and I appreciate that because that's how I argue, and that's how I think, and that's how I win arguments too.
Yeah, that's especially right now. I kind of came in late into the house. To get my bearings back, I just listen.
We were spending like 3 hours just talking about this thing. People, I went to the dentist, had a cap put in, came back, and Andre's still now talking to Kamran.
Yeah,
it's still going on.
Yeah,
it was like 2 hours, and I'm like, I've been.
That's great that you bring that up, and I'll put it in the chat at some time. But I had Cameron on this show, and we did an incredible. I think it was about an hour and a half conversation about the legacy of racism in Hollywood. Amazing conversation we had.
He's a great guest. I mean, he could talk for he he's just so eloquent, and I love his approach too, because he always says, "Well, Miss Kennedy and Mr. Favreau," and he's very proper in his like delivery. Like, I respect the heck out of that, and especially like how he nailed it. He's like, "Yeah, Ray is Kathleen Kennedy." And I'm like, "Bloody hell, she is." She's like, "Yeah, the white English woman. There she is, right there." Like, no, really? Yeah, I see it. It's brilliant.
Well, compadre, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Muchísimas gracias. Buenas noches. Soy un hombre muy honrado que me gusta lo mejor.
All right, Eric O'Sullivan,
Cheers.
everybody.
Have a great night, guys. Everyone, thank you so much.
Get some rest. Be well,
Will
brother.
do, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, he was singing, ay, 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 mi amor, ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Very cool. Thank you, Slantinos. Let's see who else is here. Tim Myers is here. Hail Mexican Ironman. Let's get back into this conversation. Robert Anderson, Disney plays are not unlike a herd of gazelles being chased by a pack of jackals. The minute one of them shows weakness, the rest of them trip in an effort to save themselves. Oh, wow. That is a really, really visual an example there. Wow. Yeah. Yes, I do stay calm. And yes, jiu-jitsu has helped me out. That's where I came from. There was just a lot of traffic getting home. And hail Rod Thunderheart, new Slantino. I know you had recently subscribed. This stream is for all you guys here at the Latino Slant. We don't have fans. We just have familia. We have supporters. We have you guys. And you guys are now called Slantinos. And I'm a Slantino. You're a Slantino. Wouldn't like to be a Slantino too. So thank you for popping in to say hi. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's thank you for thank you. We're gonna bring in someone else, but let's get back to this tweet that I did, because we had some really cool people come in and comment in regards to the current situation about what does it mean for you to boycott Disney Plus and to cancel Disney Plus. So that was my initial question, and I got a lot of, in fact, a lot for me. 30 comments for my Twitter is a lot. So let's pick up where we left. Gregory Smith, no longer a Star Wars fan. Me too. Okay. And he's here, the office of the current theme park casual. For me, yes, I've checked out of giving Disney any money a while back. Not interested in any of it. Eagle riding Rose. I cut Disney from my life years ago. Oh, don't regret it. I think that was twice. Okay. All right. And Tim Trinkle, dude abides. You do you. I'm done with Disney. Period. YetiCast. Yep, at least for me, I'm done with everything. And we got some great YouTubers that chimed in. La Reina Creole, I'm not canceling. And then Nerdrotic. Yes, there are other ways to view that aren't illegal. It just takes a little effort. So expertly said. Okay, we'll leave it there. Chime in, man. Chime in. And oh man, one of the gentlemen that created the term Slantinos is here. Odega Outlaw. Odega, let me know if you want to come on and say hello. I can send you the link in either Twitter or in Discord. Let me know. Would love to have you on and chat for a minute. But one of our new buddies is coming on, a new Slantino, that 70s rock fan. Hail.
Hola, Polly. How are you, sir? It is an honor and a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me on.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
As I'm a streaming virgin, or is it a screaming virgin? It's one or the other.
Oh,
I'm not sure if my microphone is at the correct volume or not, so you'll have to alert me if I'm too loud.
Oh, that's the joke of the hour. I love it. I love it, and I love your. Let's blow up his avatar. Oh,
yeah, that would be my ideal. See, what you can't see in there is I'm listening to some extremely good Los Lobos in there. So, inside that helmet.
Yes. Yes.
Covering off.
What's your favorite Lobos album?
Oh, it is Kiko. Although I do love Just Another Band from East LA, of course, which is
well, that's a compilation album. I don't know if that
counts.
Yeah,
but sometimes you can put compilation albums in your top 10.
You know what,
it's
man?
Not illegal.
You know what? Absolutely, bro. I mean, I have all of them, and as you know, and then we had Bugs on.
Yeah, I know, great stuff.
Yeah,
Kiko to me is like the Sergeant Pepper of Los Lobos. And they're up to me. I mean, it might sound like a hyperbole, but I think they're up there with the Beatles. Quite frankly, in my opinion, their range, their songwriting, their skill, it's just incredible.
Let me ask you this: have you ever seen them live?
I have been very fortunate to see them 2 times. Once was actually in Barcelona, believe it or not.
Wow.
In Spain.
Wow.
So my wife and I in 1999 wanted to go to Spain for a holiday. This is when I still lived in the UK, and I'm living in Canada now. And we noticed that Los Lobos were touring Europe, not coming to play in Scotland that year, although they had played before. So we said, why don't we go to Barcelona and see them? And we actually, because we couldn't buy tickets online in those days, this is the steam-powered days, 1999, we actually contacted the club owner, and he said, yeah, I'll keep you a couple of tickets. And not only did we have a great gig, he invited us backstage afterwards, and we got to meet the band, and it was just a phenomenal evening. Such wonderful guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're so down to earth. They're such, they're like salt of the earth. I mean, they're just real.
I know.
That is great, man.
Yeah.
And how did you first stumble upon us? Was it me on Midnight's Edge, or?
Yeah, I seem to recall. I noticed you chatting and appearing on a few things, and then you talked about your La Bamba stream, so I decided to hop on over to that, given that I'm a big Los Lobos fan, and obviously I'd seen that movie a couple of times, loved it. So joined that chat, and then you and I chatted online a little bit about Los Lobos. You got me hooked ever since.
Nice.
You sucker,
nice. So, Slantinos, in regards to Los Lobos, we have top 10s, 2 top 10s of their greatest songs on the channel. And then we have an amazing interview with the drummer, Bugs Gonzalez, on the channel. So, anyone that's new to the slant, I mean, we cover fandom stuff, but really what my day in, day out is, that 70s fan, is opening up this culture to you guys and you enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're certainly opening my eyes to a few things, Paulie. I have to say I enjoyed the band that you reviewed at the beginning there.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff I seek out and listen to if pointed at. So thank you.
Well, Andrew Seabrook loves the Scottish accent.
Well, I've been practicing, In fact, although I'm Scottish, I do have a Hispanic pseudonym. It's Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez. So Sean Connery from Highlander.
Ramirez. Now, pendejo.
Yes. That's right.
Yes. Pendejo. We're not key.
And although I believe, if I remember correctly in Highlander, that Ramirez was actually an Egyptian, but I'm sure he said he was Egyptian, but hey, who knows?
Maybe they said it, but the fact that he used the word pendejo is fucking priceless, bro.
It is. It's a classic, an absolute classic.
Yeah, it's like Sam Elliott using mijo in Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, how you doing?
Another classic.
How you doing, mijo? Same as ever. Yeah, it was great. It's great.
Sam Elliott could say anything and it would sound good.
Jesse Miller just saying goodbye. He's got to take a shower, make vids. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, for coming by, and hitting the like button is free. Sharing is caring. That is right. That is right. Right. Cool. Well, why don't you hang out? I'm gonna bring you back, but I'm gonna bring in Odega Outlaw if you don't
Sure.
mind that 70s, and we'll
No,
chat
it's a
some more.
privilege to have Odega on
All
in the same
right.
chat as me.
Okay, man. We'll see you in a little while.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, man. What's up?
what? Oh, nothing much. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but
Take up as much
you're
as you
cool,
want.
dude. No.
Take as much as you want.
No,
We're
you
here
asked
for you
me on. I
guys.
wanted to say hello, and I love your stuff, man. I do.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Well,
the whole
you know,
reason, and
go ahead. Go ahead.
The music thing. I don't know if you know, but I years and years ago, and I talked about it on Loki's stuff and a little bit on mine. I used to play the saxophone. I was a pro at it very early. But what got me into it when I was like 3, my mom had Herb Albert on 12-inch. She's playing Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass. And I could not get enough of that. As a little kid, over and over. And she probably got sick of it. But I was listening to the sound of the horns and everything, and it got me hooked in. And I grew up in Southern California. You know, you can't get away from the Latin sounds.
No.
And it just gets into your soul, man. I don't remember the names, but I remember the tunes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Herb Albert was Brazilian, right?
I think so.
He created just he was part of that whole Brazilian, if you want to say it, Latin jazz, He was innovator. Right. Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah. But I got to thank you, because every time I come on Loki or whatever, you say Slantinos, and I told and hail to the great Loki and to Valhalla. I told Mexican Ironman, I go, listen, the Latino slant has some really cool people supporting it, because we don't have fans here. We have supporters. We have people that are that love what we're doing. I want to call them something. How about Slantinos?
I had no idea.
That's cool. Just literally 2 days ago, because I'm like, Odega is onto something.
Well, I feel honored.
Yeah,
that you like it.
No, it's pretty cool. Every time I would go into the chat, you'd say Slantinos.
I always try and come up with a nickname for people or what have you, and some stick, some don't. And I'm glad you like it. That's cool, because it fits. You got the slant.
Yes.
Latin Slantinos. I
Yes.
can't pronounce it. Slantinos.
Well, and I think we should say here that anyone and everyone can be a Slantino. Anyone can. You don't have to be a Latino by blood. It's a culture as well, and it is and in particular with some subcultures of it, it's a way of life. It's this.
Right.
Being a Chicano is different than being a Mexican American, than being a Hispanic.
Right.
And it's going to take while, and we'll dive into those things later on, subcultures, into the history of
Alvera Street, and there was a lot of things growing up. It was all part of that.
Yeah.
Although I'm half Native American.
I know. And you've talked about it before on your talks with. It
was funny. I'm going to let you in on something before I go away.
Yeah.
When I was born, it was illegal for foster parents to adopt the children that they're taking care of. And my parents got me when I was 3 days old, and they knew, and this goes to show what the culture was around in the area when I was born. They knew I wouldn't be adopted because I was Native American. They thought, nah, they wouldn't be. And my mom, she said, well, we're going to adopt this kid whether the law likes it or not. And she played a trick. She started taking pictures, and this goes a long way of how much we came from the 60s to where we are now. She started taking pictures of me in the dark, with the lights low, and sending those as reports. Here's a kid, he's growing up and everything. And then finally, when I think I was 3, they got me into the court because no one was adopting me. And my parents got a lawyer, and they said, yeah, we'll figure it out. And they got me in front of the judge, and the judge said, he's not dark. She says, I never said he was. The judge said, yeah, you can adopt them. So that's how it went.
Wow.
And unfortunately, that's what the culture in California was back then.
Yeah, they think that, you know, I still remember growing up, and that's a story. You know, in the education system here, being slapped on my wrist with a ruler because I was still speaking Spanish in classrooms, and this is like the early 80s,
Right? Right.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. You know, Cali is, you know, they say
they are all inclusive, but the truth is, if you don't fit the Hollywood model, you kind of step aside a little.
Yeah, it's funny where and how racism prevails, right? Because it used to be the old school, you know, it used to be systematic, and now it's systematically through Hollywood.
Right.
And I find them to be more segregationist than ever. You know, forget it.
Tell you what,
yeah, bro,
man, I love the culture you're expressing and building here. This is a cool place.
Well, I think, you know, we were talking about doing a Slantino stream for you guys, and I think we're a hit. I think people are digging it, and I want to give props to Odega for naming us Slantinos. Look at this. People dig it. Look at that. I love it. I love it. And Dave Bob is here. Yay, Dave Bob. Thanks for being here, man. Odega, I'm gonna let you go. I got a couple of
finishing up a video for Sunday, so I gotta get going.
Yeah, and let's grab Clobberin. Let's grab the link for Odega, please. I think Clobberin is here. He might be over at Doomcox. He might be double dipping, but that's all right.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
And you know, I told you, because you had asked me a while back, and what you're starting is really good about having all these creators and having links to where they can purchase their things, whether it be comics or books or what have you.
Right.
I don't know how that's going, but I was going to get back with you. And my book actually has been delayed for a fantastic, wonderful reason that I cannot talk about yet.
Oh.
But it is
when
really,
you can,
really cool.
When you
What's
can,
that?
you got to come on like our big Tuesday night show.
Absolutely. I would love to.
Okay.
So,
all right, Odega, you can
catch
him here. And thanks again. Have a good evening, brother.
Yeah, you too.
Wow, we got all-stars coming in, hanging out. And thank you guys for being a part of this. This is the Latino Slant. My name is Paulie, and if you are just checking out our stream for the first time, I thank you, because this past week alone has been kind of a whirlwind in a good way, positive way for the channel. And we've are just humbled and thanked that we have, I'd say, about 100 new subscribers. And I want to send out a big muchísimas gracias and un abrazote, a big hug to all you guys that are old and new here. And we're doing a Slantino stream, so please share it out. One of the gentlemen that's befriended me since the beginning of my little journey here on the interwebs of YouTube, he's here, and he does something every morning. He does a stream, and we love that. And we love Captain Trek. Captain!
Good evening. What's going on?
Well,
I appreciate the invite.
What's that?
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is pretty cool, huh?
Absolutely.
Well, man, I'm just glad that you agreed to come on. I know it's been you've got a schedule you keep up. And that schedule is pretty demanding. You start streaming, if I'm correct, at 3:30 every morning. Pacific.
About 3 a.m. Pacific every day. Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. 7 days a week.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. So, all right. So, I don't want to do a full-on interview with you, but I think let me just ask you this one question.
Sure.
Then, what do you get out of it? Out of doing it every morning? Then,
quite honestly, there is the enjoyment of doing it, but it's more of bringing people together. The community as far as because unfortunately with everything that's been going on in the world now, there's been a severe disconnect, and being able to bring people together to talk does help. And I've heard from people, outside of outside of the streams, and it's going, oh God, I've had a really shitty day. Thank you for having that. I wasn't able to come on, but I was listening, type of thing.
Excuse me, I had to get that out. So I know you're, and I want to thank you for your support, because I know, like, from the streams we do, as far as the watch parties, you always pop in, man. And whether you let us know or not, I know you're always there. What are you enjoying on this channel that we provide? And is there anything else you might want to see as far as, like, what we do here?
I love what you do on the channel. There are things I hadn't considered before, such as the contributions of Latinos in Hollywood throughout history, and how important and rich the heritage is. And I think it needs to be fully supported.
No, that's cool. Because the thing is that we've barely scraped what our contributions have been. We do have some really nice video playlists in the best Latino actor and actresses of 2021. But you know what I want to do? But those are like kind of current and like new faces. I want to do continue some top 10s of all time greatest Latino actors. Anthony Quinn, Carmen Miranda, Rita Moreno, Gilbert Roland, even Ruben, what's his name? He came in after the Sheik, after Rudolph Valentino passed, or anyway, Ramon Navarrete, and he played Ben-Hur in the 20s. Stuff like that.
See, that's the thing. I think there are a lot of people who wouldn't know a lot of these things. They don't consider the heritage, and I think it's important to celebrate it.
Yeah, that's what, and just like what you said, in what you do every morning, it's just sharing, it's just talking, and if you take the next step of a political view, and it might be in opposition to someone else, be respectful, be kind.
Exactly.
Because we only got one life to live, and especially what has happened in light of Miss Gina Carano being canceled by a entertainment company. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
That is.
Whether you agree or not with her, whatever her stances are, she's an entertainer. Everyone's allowed. I don't know.
I agree fully. Everybody has the right to their own viewpoint.
Yeah.
And the problem is, it's gotten to the point where, oh no, it's got to have the right think, or else cancel.
Yeah. Hang out with me for a little while, Captain Trek. Is that cool with
Certainly.
you?
Sure.
Andrea Seabrook, who I met through Captain Trek. I really appreciate that you, Latino Slant, keep things open for discussion. For example, your question about Disney Plus right now, rather than assuming everyone is going to think the same. Never assume. That's how I get in trouble. That 70s rock fan, Rita Moreno, a spicy little number. She still is, I think, at the age of 80 something. It's amazing. And ese vato shellback, TJC, vatos Slantinos forever. Nice. And our new Slantino electron star collapse discussion is important, Captain Trek. It doesn't say Captain Trek. I just wanted to connect that to you. I'd agree, man. I'd agree. What else do you like on the channel? Like maybe something recently? Is there an interview or something that we did. You know, it's, you know, I really want to know what people are watching, if they are, and if they're not, it's cool too.
I don't know. I've been amazed at all the interviews you've been able to get over the time you've been on. I can't say I have a favorite. I really can't. I've watched. Unfortunately, there've been a couple of times I've been watching and I've gone, okay.
Hey,
I had to rewatch.
I take that as a compliment. That is funny, man. All right. Hitting Eric Sullivan, hitting the hay. I'm up at 5 a.m. Dude, thanks for being here with us. The OG Slantino from Boston. Thank you so much. And that 70s rock fan, being kind is so undervalued now. That's right. We got to take the high road, no matter what. It is, the high road is never easy, Captain Trek, but it is, the rewards are great, because the rewards for me are here, right? Not this. Tim Myers, Ana de Armas is Bay. Oh yes, she is. I have a special video dedicated to Ana de Armas from Cuba. Gorgeous actress. She is like the #1 actress going on right now. Cool. Oh, listen. Hey, not Ryan Johnson. Hello out there in YouTube land. He reminds me, and let's let everyone know, Captain Trek, I turned in the money we raised the other night. We raised $1,025 for the Southern California Animal Rescue Squad.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, and not Ryan Johnson donated. So thank you, guys. Thank you to anyone that don't. Andrea Seabrook did. I know she did. So thank you, Andrea. And I guess if you're a Slantino, it's Andrea. So I like Andrea. Me gusta Andrea. Yeah, Andrea. We'll let her decide. Okay, what else? Let's bring back in that 70s rock fan to say hello to Captain Trek.
Captain Trek, how are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you? I've seen you in chat. I've never had the chance to actually speak with you.
Yeah, I've seen you too. It's a pleasure to meet you. And yeah, I'm doing fine. I got a little malt whiskey in the glass, and it's Friday night. and it's a pleasure to be on such an early night show. So thank you, Paul.
What time is it over there?
Oh, I'm actually in Canada. I live in, although I'm a Scotsman, I actually live in the interior of British Columbia, up in the hills, and so I'm on the same time as you, my friend, Pacific.
Oh, excellent! Excellent! Great.
It's only 7 p.m. and it's always a bit of a confusion because I am Scottish, but lived in Canada for many years. So.
Well, why don't you guys join me? I'm going to continue with some of these comments, if that is cool with you. If you have to bug out, let me know.
Yeah, cool with me, sir.
Okay, so again, I posed the question. What does it mean for you guys, as far as, especially if you're a YouTuber and you're making it your priority, your duty to cover entertainment for everybody? Do you stop? So I posed that question on Twitter. And Problem Being said, at this point, I just want to completely cut Disney from my reality. And that includes watching anything by them in any form, legally or otherwise. I'm done. Some strong opinions, man. I really appreciate that. And the great Cameron Pasha. That's what it means for me. I'm finished with Disney altogether. Whoa. Wow.
The thing that I wonder about absolutist opinions, and I don't disrespect people for saying that, because I feel similarly, is do they often circle back later when time passes and regret that or change their mind? So, it's not that I'm saying you shouldn't feel like that. It's easy to say in the heat of the moment, I'm not going to do something again. Does that hold true over time?
Yeah, this is all very fresh, and everyone's still wounded and hurt, so to speak. Fake Fake Prez Biden 46 says, oh God, what a handle.
Putting it out there.
What a handle. Just watch Haywire, where she fights Magneto and Obi-Wan. Smiley face. Haywire, if you haven't seen it, she is a lot of fun in that movie. Sympathetic Flow, boycott, all of Disney, no Marvel, no Hulu, no Fox, no ABC, no Pixar, no ESPN, none of it. I will never give them another penny, and I suggest that everyone else do the same. Wow. Cool. All right.
So, yeah, I mean, from my perspective, it's easy for me to say I would boycott Disney Plus because I never had it in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not giving anything up, and it's something you've touched on in a couple of earlier streams before, and others have touched on recently. Is I personally am not that invested in these shows because I know I'm going to be disappointed eventually. This is why we have such fun with the X-Files that we've been watching and what's getting good. I can endlessly watch quality entertainment from the past, and I know it's not going to let me down.
Yeah,
because we feel like I can get let down now. Sorry,
No. I think there's a little. I don't know if it's feedback or some like it sounds like a truck backing up. So I don't know.
No, is it? Well, hang on. Is it me? I should stop driving. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, there you go. What was that? Who was that?
I should put the whiskey down and stop driving. Yeah.
Yes, don't drink and drive. You should know this by now.
Never do that.
Never.
Never do that.
Never. Well, I'm gonna say so long for now to you fine gentlemen. I'm gonna finish up and then finish up the stream, but I want to say hello to some people also in the stream. Dude, thank you guys so much for being here.
You're always welcome.
And thank you, Captain Trek, for it's good to meet you, and hopefully we'll interact again soon.
Oh, certainly, and you are most certainly welcome to come on to my program in any morning. We run for several hours, so
Sure.
I know you're not going to be up at 3 a.m., but you might at 7.
Very little chance of being up at 3 a.m. I think. But yeah, I'd love to, and hopefully one day the stars will align. I'll certainly pop over and take a look, sure, and subscribe.
That's awesome, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul.
That 70s rock fan. I'll see you soon.
Yes, my friend. You take care. Have a good evening. Thanks for everything.
Keep rocking the Los Lobos.
I will every day.
All right, Captain Trek, man. Thank you for making it.
And you're welcome, Paulie. Thank you very much.
I'm sure I'm going to see you probably tomorrow morning. I'll be listening.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, man. This is wonderful. I'm going to pick up right where we left off in the chat. Andrew Seabrook says the high road is never easy. So true at Latino Slant. That's how we know it's the right road. Oof. Amen to that. Shellback. Any Disney content consumption I have for the foreseeable future will not be paid for. Arr, mateys. Arr. Not Rayanne Johnson. That is awesome. And for a worthy cause. Yes. The Southern California Animal Rescue Squad. Like I said earlier, we raised $1,025. Let me also say now, in our short history, we have raised money for Music Cares. That helps musicians out. The South Texas Bereavement Center that deals with a lot of services, including rehab, alcoholism, and child bereavement. And we've given locally to some museums that have needed it. So we're going to ramp up our charitable arm, because our charitable arm is strong, and we're going to keep that going. That's a big thing here at the Latino Slant. And thank you, Clobber Times, for wrenching and being one cool hombre. Tim Myers, I'll have to watch the video. Yeah, she's a rising star for sure. I guess she was up for the part of Catwoman in the new Batman movie with Pattinson. Well, she's really busy. I know she's playing Marilyn Monroe, she being Ana de Armas, and she was in Knives Out, which I know was popular with some people in the community, but her performance stands out. He's above me. LOL. I don't. Oh, okay. I don't. Okay. I think Shellback is going off in his own world. Okay. Andrea says, I hate cancel cultures. Absolutely, but also find it troubling when someone compares themselves or their group to the oppressed people of the World War II area. But again, total respect for everyone here. Hey, that's valid. Everyone's opinions, have meaning. Pat S. Latino Slant, I was really mad at you yesterday. Pissed. But then I thought about it and I said, no, he's a good guy. Don't let one thing mess up the unity we need. I don't know what I said. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. But listen, Pat S. What I say to that is, we're not always going to agree with the people that we love, especially the close ones to us, right? We don't always agree, but that's what makes our friendships and relationships stronger, is the respect we have for one another. Okay. Thank you, Pat S. Electrons start collapse. I could always hope that Disney will reverse their decision with Gina, but ultimately was a horrible betrayal of the fans. It's going to be hard getting many people back. All right. And then there's some banter in between. Cool. Let's go back really quick to the Twitter stream. And you guys are watching the first ever Streamin SLANTINOs. That is you guys. We don't have fans here. Just want to say that. Our 760 some odd subscribers, you're all familia here. And what the Latino Slant here is, every day I give content out that is part of my culture and ultimately is part of the American tapestry that binds us all together. And I love that because I grew up, with this culture and that culture, especially in LA. And so that's what we do here every day. We entertain. I have great interviews. If you haven't checked them out, they're all there in the playlist and all that good jazz. Now let's get to some more responses here from this. The fan man said, what's the point of watching MCU stuff after the horror of Endgame? It's dead. Star Wars has been dead since 2018. And then go get a Guido 1987 says 2015. Snowdub, the great Snowdub says, good point. We haven't been reviewing WandaVision here because I fear something like this might happen. I did go after them about the Muppets recently. Okay. The Sentinel says, I'd rather watch a low resolution WandaVision than continue to give Disney any money. I'm done with the Captain Jack meme in a smirk. All right. We have a couple of more here, but let me check in with you guys. And the great Shelbeck says, the Obi-Wan comment is in relation to people saying that they're totally done with Star Wars in relation to Gina. Pat S. Fair that, bro. Much love. Orale. Always much love, brother. The Meosphere origin has stepped on in. Hail. ¿Qué pasó, Meosphere? And yes, you can always tip. We do like tips here. We do accept tips. Even though for the most part I give them away to charities. That's cool, man. That's cool. I really appreciate everyone being here. And yeah, it's been quite a whirlwind that everyone is as far as these issues here. So let's go back one more time, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Merlin's Master says, is Marvel still a thing? UK freedom of speech UK, we're dissatisfied with the way in which Disney are being operated creatively, ideologically, and editorially. So we're voting with our wallets. 'Tis all. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. And the last one says, oh no, there's more. It says, yup. Believe there's a few more. Comics Nerd 248. There's no other way to get that content. Are you ready, kids? Arhar. Wow, there's just so many. Look at this. I mean, again, for me, this is a lot. And so we get it. We're getting the gist here of what the community has spoken. They are speaking, and it's good stuff. So I just want to thank you guys for being here on a Friday evening in between these huge shows, and to all the new people that have subscribed. Here's what's going on in the next week. Tomorrow, the great Tom of Midnight's Edge, and who else is a Jetty Cast? Wes Moody. I forgot who else is. Maybe Culture Casino. They're coming on the show at 12 noon to review movies to lose your friends by, and we are reviewing Howard the Duck and Garbage Pail Kids. Yes, you heard me right. Howard the Duck and Garbage Pail Kids here on the Latino Slant, because there's nothing more Latino than Howard the Duck. Next Tuesday on the Big Latino Slant live show, we have Nina Infinity joining me, and we will set some ideas of what we're going to talk about. But the fact that Nina is making her Latino Slant debut, we're really excited to have her on the show and have a great talk. And then later in the week, Thursday, we're going to have the X-Files show, and then we're going to have Deadwood. And I always have something every day for you guys, whether it's a minute, 2 minutes, 8 to 12-minute videos on the Latino culture. I want to make sure that it is a lot of fun for you guys. The latest one I have is there is a new book deal for Danny Trejo. And check that one out. That is featured in our splash page. He just announced his book is coming out in July, and he played Machete. He's got all the tattoos and all that craziness. So yeah, like always something, guys. All right, that is our first Slantino streaming. Are we streaming or are we screaming, or are we doing both? Slantino show. Let's share some music from the great 80s punk band The Plugs, featuring Tito La Riva. And I've played this song. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just do? Share screen. I've played this song a lot, but we just reviewed Repo Man on Foul Ball Productions. And the song is called El Clavo y la Cruz. It's from the Repo Man soundtrack by The Plugs. And let's see who else is here. I will follow the lead of my Scottish ancestors, Jock McDeep. Nice. Danny Trejo is cool. Thanks for having me on. You're welcome. You're so welcome, Slantinos. Do you have a bird? No, I think those are my dogs. Bodega Outlaw. He's back. What's up, brother? We're just wrapping it up. We had a great stream of all you guys playing some nice music from the 80s by the band called The Plugs. And Tito La Riva, he went on to I gotta interview Tito La Riva one of these days. Well, I'm gonna have him on the show. This guy is amazing. All right, my friends. Much love to you all. I'll see you tomorrow at noon Pacific time. Let's play it out with some theme song music. Paz y dale gas.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant. Slant. All right, Paul, let's go.